Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is Jen the Crazy Crafter. Today I am working on two projects, two molds. These molds came out of the resin mold box, the subscription that I did sign up for, and these molds were out of the January New Year's special. A lot of the stuff in that box I realized was nautical themed. I'm sure you've seen other creators using these molds. I actually had two boxes. I had December's too, with a bunch of Christmas stuff in it that I never got around to even really exploring or even showing you guys, but you guys have seen it. Well, here I am doing the octopus mold, and I am painting on. I'm using chrome powders from Let's Resin. Or was that the chrome powder? No, that was the chameleon powder from Baltic Bay. I forgot. Yes, that was actually the chameleon powders. And, oh, this was a lot of fun. Let me tell you. I kept having to flip the mold over to try to see exactly what I was painting and what I was doing. It was hard to see. I think Michelle from Glitz and Glitter also did the same jar. But I eventually managed to get it all painted. And it really wasn't as bad as what I thought, and you'll see at the end how it turns out. Yeah, I kind of had to take it off camera a little bit just so that I could see what I was doing. Now, I like using that tool that's in my hand right now with the pointy end for doing the chessboard. It was a little bit different here. But when I tap the mold out at the end, after I'm done painting that octopus, not a whole lot of loose mica came out. I did not have a ton of cleanup either, not as much as what I thought I would have. I had to go over a couple spots a couple times, and then you saw me just flip the mold over just so I could see what was painted. So here I'm just finishing up painting that octopus. Let me tell you, it took a hot minute. It took longer than what I thought. When I started that, I'm thinking, how long could this possibly take? There I am tapping it out. Not very much came out. I used my brush color switcher because we're going to get ready to paint the other mold. And on the other mold, I am going to be using 3 colors. And they're all from the chrome mica powders from Let's Resin. One is a gold, one is a not red, I think it's a red rose or rose gold or something like that. And the other one is a green. Oh, I have to go in and clean up first. Oops, my bad. Doesn't take me long to clean things up. This definitely takes practice. You know, again, other creators that do this make it look so easy, but they've had a hell of a lot more practice than I've had. I'm just starting this journey. And I've mentioned this before, I tried this craft several years ago. Stuck with it for a month, if that. And I thought it was just too hard. Nothing turned out right. And I didn't even think of putting mica powder on the molds. I tried to paint on acrylic paint, and it just wanted to bead on me, just bead up. And then trying to paint regular acrylic paints on cured resin afterwards, that was a whole nother thing too. And I thought, this is just too much. Now I've got these other acrylic markers from Let's Resin, and I love them. And I'm so glad I got the larger pack. I do have on order the larger pack of alcohol inks that has the pearlescent alcohol inks, or it's not the pearlescent, the pastels. And that's supposed to be coming in next week. That one's taken a while to get here. And I'm anxious to get my hands on the pearl mica powder, or pearl alcohol inks. Kind of fell in love with those with Michelle on her channel. Seeing them demonstrated, I'm like, oh yeah. Okay, here is where I am starting on this little mini tray. It's supposed to be like a display tray that you put things on. Very, very small. Kind of like a trinket tray, but only there's no walls to it. It's just like when it comes out of the mold, it's flat. And I saw other people do this tray as well. I don't know if Michelle did this one or not. She might have. But someone did it. And it was obvious that, that the tray was flat. I'm not sure if I'm thrilled with that design, but this is a cute mold. And I don't want to give any spoiler alerts, but this turns out very pretty in the end. I'm very happy with how it turns out. this one ends up not being as bad as far as trying to paint it. I mean, there's a lot of little intricate details to it, but at least I could see what I'm doing when I'm painting. Here I have finished up painting and I'm getting ready to tap out my mold and clean my brush off. I think I'm done painting. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. This only takes a few seconds, your time. Took a little bit longer than that my time. Got a little bit of mica a couple different places, but it is what it is. Mica's messy, let's face it. Trying to get everything out of the way. Clean my little silicone end there. And we're getting to the point where we are going to be pouring our resin. Okay, resin is mixed. I am putting an alcohol ink. I forget which one it was. It was like a turquoise blue. It was one by Let's Resin. I only got their 26 or 28 pack. But I am mixing that up. Yes, Daisy's making noise. She hears somebody outside. And then I throw in this new Aurora powder that I just got in the mail. And let me tell you, it sparkles. I mean, it really adds to the piece. This is supposed to be a nautical and ocean-like vibe. Perfect for deep sea octopus, you know. So I'm mixing that Aurora powder in. I think I add some more, to be honest. And I didn't really want this to be a dark color. I wanted to be pretty translucent with just that little bit of hint of turquoise blue with the Aurora powders. And then I was mixing up, oh, this is a disaster. I started mixing up the colorant for the tray. I'm adding in the white pigment paste, but only it wasn't white pigment paste. I accidentally squirted in A-Links tack it over and over glue. I grabbed the wrong bottle and I wasn't paying attention, and it's not turning opaque. And right when I go to squirt the next bit, I squirt some more in. I'm like, oh shit, there I am trying to take it out, that glue. I'm like, oh my God, I thought this was going to be a disaster. I was so worried that this was not going to cure. I'm like, there is so much freaking glue in this. But I wasn't willing to waste that resin without at least trying. So then I realized what I did, and I went and I grabbed the actual Ocean White pigment paste from Let's Resin. And I'm thinking to myself, you know, I got all this glue in here. I'm not going to waste it either. And I chunk in a boatload of this white party glitter that I had picked up at Walmart. I have like, I don't know how many tubs of chunky glitter from. So I am there mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing and mixing. I was actually getting worried there if I was going to have enough. You know, the measurements are given in the paper that comes with these boxes, and I added to it. I think this was supposed to be it was less than 5 ounces. It said on the paper, I'm pretty sure. And I mixed up, or maybe it was 5 ounces, and I thought, well, I'm going an extra ounce. I'm giving this tray 6 ounces, and I used every single drop. Thank goodness I wasn't short. And the same thing with the jar, the lid and the jar itself. It was like I barely just had enough, and I'm scraping and scraping and scraping to get every last drop here. I had noticed that the tray was a little bit uneven, and I put a popsicle stick under it to try to level it out a little bit. And then I had a little bit of cleaning to do of the mold. Yeah, and then I had to take some of that resin out. It was a little bit too much in there. And I mean, the alcohol might have had something to do with it too. Because off camera, I believe I sprayed it. You didn't see me doing that, but here I am trying to scoop some of that resin out. And now, in hindsight, instead of putting it in the napkin and wasting those few drops, I got a mold in that will let me create my own rhinestones. That's something that I am looking forward to doing. I could have very easily just created my own and put those little scrapings into that mold. not too bad. A little bit of touch up. I could do that with a marker or A-lanes, tack it over and over. But look at that sparkle. Even after my little A-lanes mishap when I thought I was putting in my white pigment, then I realized at the last minute it was glue. Well, the glue definitely helped keep this suspended, didn't it? Oh, none of the glitter fell. As you can see it coming through on the back side too. I think this is going to be pretty when I finish it up. This has a little bit of a mark on the back. No big deal. I might see if I could try to fix it without making it worse. If I can, I will. If not, it'll be listed on eBay as is with that mark noted. This is that octopus jar. See if I could break the suction. Turn my mold right side out again. I know I should probably be doing this with gloves. This is the bottom part of the jar. This is where it screws on. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something with that mark on the back because it shows through. I'm going to see what I could do with that. Sand these edges. But outside of that, I'm not seeing any bubbles. There's one little tiny micro bubble there. Not too bad for not using any kind of vacuum chamber or pressure pot or anything. This one's going to be maybe it won't be that bad to get out. There is a major hole right there. Big time. That's going to have to be UV resined to fill that in. I got to hold this up against me to try to get this out. Get it over this lip. Actually, the overpour is not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. But I have that micro bubble right there. I'm going to have to sand this. There's another one here. There's a couple bubbles that came up in this lip. A few of them. But here is the top where I was having trouble with that mica powder. But it didn't turn out bad at all. I don't think I have to do anything up here, actually. I just got some fixing I got to do down there. So I'm going to go do some fixing. Okay, let's start with the tray. It's still a little wet. It's not completely dry yet. I added some paint with less resin acrylic paint markers, and I realized that there's this faux stitching as part of the mold. So I went around to draw in that green into the faux stitching. I could not match paint-wise the mica powder. I thought about using to tack it over and over and putting that mica powder on, but then I thought, you know what, I kind of like that two-tone. I like that two-tone effect. And then I took it outside with a spray sealer and I sprayed it to bring back that shine. That's what these markers are matte, but they have a shine to them now because I used my spray sealer. I'm happy with how that tray turned out. Now, for my octopus jar, I painted on some black eyes. Oh, these aren't dry yet. Oops, my bad. I got it to adjust. I think one of the rhinestones might have fallen off. But I decided to put some rhinestones on his back, her back. And I fixed those holes with UV resin. And they almost look like it's part of the design. This octopus jar turned out a lot better than what I expected. And that mark, almost non-existent. I took a coat of UV resin and I did a full coat covering the whole back with UV resin, and it kind of got rid of those scratch marks. And the lid fits perfect. And what I was going to say is I'm happy with how this actually turned out. I am going to put this in my Etsy shop. My Etsy shop is listed in the description box below. Jenn the Crazy Crafter. You'll see it. This will also be in my Etsy shop as well. And as I grow my mold collection and I put things out, I will be taking custom orders. So if you like an octopus jar, just drop me a line. My email is also in the description box. Okay, so these rhinestones have to finish. They may even have shifted, but they gotta finish drying. Anyhow, stay tuned for some close-up pictures, and I thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be doing some stuff with my Cricut. In fact, I got to run upstairs and get my laptop so I can finally get this set up. I haven't even set it up and haven't even done a test cut yet. But God bless. Stay safe out there, those in the Northeast. We have another snowstorm coming today. I haven't left my house. And I'm feeling it. I need to DoorDash and I can't. I'm not going out there on icy roads. I don't care if you're in a Mack truck. A Mack truck is not going to beat icy roads. Anyhow, I love you all and I'll see you in the next video.